recording. And what up, everybody? We have Chris, and I'm joined by my good colleague.
Paul, who is sick, unfortunately.
I did notice you were sounding a little weird when we were doing our setup today. I didn't want to manifest anything.
Yeah, it went through the house. First was Anna, and then my baby, and then me. So here we are.
I'm always the last one.
If I sound a little bit off, that's why.
Oh, that's fair. Not any AV issues, not any bad recording issues. Nope, nope.
No, never. We don't have any technical difficulties here.
We have no technical issues. We've solved all of them. Should we should we talk a little bit about how I discovered that Discord sometimes doesn't save
Sure.
your settings?
Yeah. Yeah. We should.
Yeah, well, I guess we that could be a bonus thing. We can go over our setup, because I'm sure that everybody's wondering how we managed to accomplish such a pristine.
Yeah. How does it sound so good?
How are they doing this? Oh, there's some moving parts.
To be fair, it sounds better. It sounds better than
I bet that could be a different.
it has any right to be honest.
Well, in all fairness, it's kind of a bit of a double-edged sword because I am
We're using
by profession an audio engineer
right, but we're living.
who notoriously has the worst home, I just have the worst luck. It's not even through, lack of trying or, innovation or anything like that. Just things don't quite pan out for me on a consumer level.
It doesn't it doesn't help though. We're in two different continents. um, doing this on the Discord with our buddy Craig over here. So for what it is, it sounds pretty good.
Who has his own little things. He has a tough time kinda getting going in the morning and,
He needs to warm up a little bit.
and also he likes to quit a little early. So if anybody was wondering why our outros are so succinct, that's because Craig helps us make them succinct. Because I listen, I trail on. I'll be like, next week you're gonna hear, and nope, Craig just gets all that shit out.
Look, when he's done, he's done.
It'll end like, all right, guys, and that was the podcast for this week.
Well, maybe this week will be the first week where the your whole outro will be recorded this time. Maybe.
We need to have an outro song. I think that's what we're missing.
Uh, we could. You could use the same one, I guess.
Now,
Just have it faded out.
reversed. No, reverse the entire.
Yeah. Yep, just reverse it.
That always sounds good. They'll be like, it sounds so familiar, so quaint. So Paul, let's how do we opening today? We talking about some games? We talking about some experiences? What do we got?
Well, my experience has been I've been sick, so not much to say
That sounds like a fun game.
on that front. It's not the best experience. I don't recommend it.
Is that co-op? Is that a couch?
It's been co-op in this household, that's for sure. So,
Yeah, for sure.
um, but yeah, no, I guess you can go first with what you've been up to. Huh?
All right, so I will discuss, and I'm having a real tough time kind of quantifying my feelings or qualifying my feelings on this game.
Oh, what's the game?
The game is called Starfire Eternal Cycle.
Is this okay? I've never heard of this game. This is not a bid. Is this like a free to play gacha game or
Borderline. It costs $16.
okay? Okay, roguelike?
Conceptually, it's as good as Hades too.
Okay, you said that about Warriors Abyss, so
Execute Execution, it's borderline shovelware. So it's I constantly am finding myself hating the lack of polish on every single aspect,
uh huh.
but I can't stop playing it because the loop is so engaging
All right.
and the customization is so fun and building it's one of those you build your. I mean, it plays very similar to Hades too. It would be kind of top down, although they play it more side scrolly. Think it more Absalom, but less beat 'em up mechanics. It plays more like a Hades. You have a light attack, a heavy attack, a cast, and then an ultimate. And your cast and your ultimate use the same bar. So 3 casts, which they call rage attacks, equals 1 ultimate. And then from there, basically the idea is that you're progressing through the stages. You know, it's same rules as any other roguelike you've ever played. Kill enemies on the screen, collect rewards, move on to the next screen.
Sure. Is it
Where it gets interesting is some of the way that they use the combination of items. All right, so I gotta I gotta explain some stuff. Let's give some core mechanics here. The core thing is that you will pick one of 8 weapons, very similar to Hades. You know, there's an axe, there's a sword, there's a gun, there's a gauntlet. They all play relatively different and they all feel fine for the sake of argument. Then from there, you are building elements. You have 8 slots to use to start. You can push that up to 12 by the end of the run. So it gets pretty interesting, like going way up there. But you're pulling elements that are basically affecting. They give you stats and they give you some sort of an extra quality to your move set, or maybe like a proc feature. If you're using like the fire gauntlets, you might pick up a legendary fire. They call them insectoids, but they're cores for the sake of argument. You pick up a fire core that's legendary, and then it shoots 6 fireballs rather than 3 or something like that.
uh-huh.
Kind of like incremental things that end up creating a lot of build diversity. But well, no. I'm gonna keep going with all the good stuff. Let me keep going. I'm sorry. Let me. So you have that aspect of it, right? You're building up your elements. Now with the elements, you have oh shit, am I gonna get them all? Fire, water, wind, earth, darkness, time, demon. I'm at 7.
Okay. Demon is a strange one.
I'm missing one. Ice.
Like all the other ones are like, okay, sure. And then demon? All right.
I the way that they utilize these elements is great. I always hesitate to use words like excellent when I'm talking about borderline shovelware games, but that's why I say concept. Like when you're theory crafting and kind of like building, you wind up with some pretty interesting things happening on the screen. And you can really like crank some numbers unexpectedly by and you know there's like that unlock moment where you get like that one extra ultimate core thing that opens up your kit and now you're doing like 8 times the amount of damage that you were just doing. But the game keeps kind of scaling up. So it is kind of a numbers game and it's definitely a stack it up. On top of that, you also have items that you can pick up that are just passive items that you pick up out of chests. Um, with that, there will be like standard things. You know, every 3 critical attacks increases your weapon attack by 30%, stacks up to 10 times. You know, it's like a bunch of little things that can end up kind of making a difference over time. And then they have set items where you pick up, and it will say, like, when you're looking at them, it'll say like 0 out of 3, 0 out of 4, 0 out of 5. When you complete the set, you get a legendary item that ends up being like a huge stat boost in a couple various ways. So you have that aspect of it. Then you have your character level because you level as you fight, and each time you level, you increase a base stat, whether that be like attack speed, heavy attack damage, cooldown on your heavy attack,
Like passives.
crit chance.
It's all passives.
It's all passives for that.
Is it
But there are ways of like stacking the mechanics to making your runs very powerful, and it feels very good to do.
what do you keep between the runs?
So now that I've what's that?
What do you keep between the runs? Like is there a town you level up? Like what do you do?
It's standard like well, you unlock your weapons, so you only start with 3. So you use one of the currencies to unlock the weapons.
Okay.
Then you also have the standard grow your base stats. Your starting health increases, gain 1 resurrection,
Sure.
starting gold increased, starting essence, which you use for the cores
Mm-hmm.
to manipulate them. That's another thing. If there's shops,
Yeah.
and if you go to a shop, you know, if you skip like a combat room and go to a shop instead, it's actually very worthwhile because you can manipulate a lot of things within the shop. And there's like a whole core fusion system. So if you're, it allows you to, even if your build is kind of by RNG going off the rails, it lets you pull it back on. Like I never had a problem doing what I attempted to do.
All right.
Should I get into do I get into the shit now?
I mean, it sounds pretty good so far.
It sounds pretty good so far, right?
Yeah. Is it not?
My first experience with this game, I thought that something went wrong because you get into the title screen and you start game. I did all my options. Couple things. It was a Steam game that got ported, and it was 2025, like April 2025, I want to say. So it's within a year.
Mhm.
It's not that popular on Steam.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
It's not that popular on PlayStation, but actually it had really high. It had like a 4.79 on PSN,
All right,
which is why I picked it. And it's $13.
that's
So
that's good.
that again, price is good, concept is good, loop is good. When I started this game and I hit the start game
What's
thing, it cut me into like Returnal. Like I was on a ship and I was crashing down to an arena, and then I was like in the game. No tutorial, no like this is an insectoid core. You use these to upgrade your nothing. I picked it up and I recognized what it was, like what it was going to do kind of quickly. Like I just took the visual, but there was like nothing on this. No story. I don't even know the main character may not have a name. She doesn't speak. So like it's really it almost seemed like that it was like some sort of an arena tester, like they were trying to develop like a kit, and then they just stuck with those assets. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Like it's very inconsistent on all the things that would drive you nuts. Balance. Some enemies will sponge out of nowhere. So like the game is not difficult. I would put it on Dynasty Warriors level of difficulty where you can get like you can absolutely get jobbed
Okay.
if you're playing on like higher difficulties and all that. But it's pretty unexpected, but you can run into it randomly. Certain enemies will just have an excessive health pool, and there's not much you can do about it, especially earlier on before you have like your kit kind of up and going.
Yeah.
Um, my personal favorite thing is that at the end of every, there's four main arenas
Hmm.
or, whatever worlds, I guess we'll call them.
Sure. Yeah.
They're palette swaps of the same thing. All the arenas look the same. There's no objects in the arenas.
I see like an ice one. I see like a mech one. I see like a desert one.
If you asked me to describe the biomes, I could not. I could only describe one that looks gray and volcanic.
Yeah.
That's the only one that comes to my brain. I couldn't tell you any of the other ones, and I have 23 hours into the game.
Okay. Okay.
So
Does it how's the variety in the runs? Is it the same thing every time, or do they have like alternative bosses or something?
nope. Runs are going to be almost
No,
the exact same thing
that's a shame.
every time.
Mm.
It's a super shame. Again, conceptually,
Hmm.
when I'm looking at the way that these things are kind of like opening up and the build diversity is like fantastic.
Yeah.
Like I'm more engaged with the builds in this game than I was in Hades.
Interesting.
And I really like the build, like, and I thought that Hades did it very well.
Yeah.
But even Hades had like some things where I'm like, yeah, I'm not using that.
Sure. Yeah.
Or things that you avoid, like the plague.
Yeah.
In like kind of doing, I did like a little bit of Absalom stuff where I just picked like, all right, I'll do a water build. Let's see how this goes.
Right.
And they all basically ended up exceeding
How did it go?
kind of my expectations.
Hmm.
And when I thought I'd solved like the game, and I was like, yeah, this is probably like the highest damage that we'll see. Literally, like 2 runs later, I blew that out of the water, and I was doing like triple that damage. So
Okay.
it was one of those types of experiences
Yeah.
where you're still kind of uncovering things as you're refining it. But I have a feeling I'm getting very close to the limit of that. And then from there, you get into, I think they have challenge runs that I haven't done yet,
Okay.
where you fight with a specific weapon under certain conditions, like the chaos.
Like the chaos challenges.
It's very similar to Hades 2 in a lot of
Hmm.
the way that
Structure.
the structure. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Again, the big problems are that there is no diversity to the runs. All the enemies and bosses will be pretty much the same. I mean, they're randomized like in the rooms, but it doesn't matter. They spawn in and it's like little, if they're not dying in 2 hits, you're
Every time. Sure.
your build is weak.
Uh-huh.
You want to.
I see.
So I, but like, I got stuck. I thought I soft locked the game after I beat the second biome
So
because for some reason on the port they're missing like a bunch of shit. So options don't hold. So if you go into options and change things, it does nothing. Just so you know. And if you like, you'll toggle shit,
awesome.
and then it won't be working, and you'll go back into options and it will be untoggled, and you're like, oh, I must have accidentally, like one of those,
Yeah.
and it just literally won't take. So okay, which was kind of quality of life stuff. It didn't mess with anything important, but there was like an auto socketing thing. So when you pick up a core, it doesn't automatically drop it into your active inventory unless you have that option toggled, but that option doesn't work. So you have to manually stop what you're doing and bring it up. It's not like horribly intrusive, but I've gotten hit quite a few times on things like that. Um, the second biome, literally all of I guess like the ending animation when you're leaving the biome and going to the next one, you're supposed to be like riding a vehicle or something out of it. The assets didn't load.
Okay.
So like on the first biome, there was just like some water jets kind of sitting on the ground. I'm like, what is that? And it turned out, and then she like, your character like ghost climbs into an empty thing and like drives away. So I was like, oh, that's weird. The second one, literally, I couldn't even get over to it. It's like a small little path that you have to like walk to get there. So I spent 5 minutes like walking around like into the corner, dashing and trying to figure out how to get to the next stage, and it ended up being like a little like tucked in path. It just really like oddly frustrating, lazy.
Not polished, maybe.
Yes.
Hmm. So if the runs are the same, what keeps you going back to it? Is it like does the difficulty scale nicely with the higher tiers or
It's number tuning and aggression tuning.
okay,
It ends up feeling fine. Most of the fun is seeing the builds unlock.
the builds, right? All right.
And I've basically ended up doing everything. I did a dash build, I did like a heavy attack build, which is like the lamest to do, believe it or not, out of all of them. The heavy attack, and again, it's like balancing stuff. They put the heavy attack on like a 6-second cooldown.
Okay.
That's really, really long, and it's not that strong. It's like a heavy attack in Hades. It's exactly what you think it would be. It's like a slightly better version of your light attack.
But is it different between weapons?
Yes,
The cooldown?
and it can be modified. So sometimes a heavy attack that seems like absolutely useless
Okay.
can be modified with a core to like change its moveset, and then it becomes very useful. Broken sometimes, depending on what you have it stacked with. Another thing is that you get stacking bonuses. So if you're stacking ice, right? At level 2, you'll unlock like freeze potential. So if I have 2 ice cores, I can freeze enemies.
Sure. Uh-huh.
At 3 ice cores, freeze is extended by 1 second. So now it freezes them for 3 seconds rather than 2. Then at 4, if an enemy is frozen, it summons an ice pillar under them that does whatever percentage, weapon damage, or yeah, and then it keeps going up until 6. 6 is like the max that you can have of any one element.
Gotcha.
But if you're notice how there are 8 starting ones, if you go 4 and 4, so if you pick 2 elements to go into,
Uh-huh.
they will combine and you'll get a synergetic level 4 thing,
Yeah. All right.
right? Oh, gold is the other one I was missing,
That's cool.
which is my favorite element in the game because there's gold per 5 builds. You know what I mean? There's cash builds.
Gotcha. All right. What's your favorite weapon?
To
How many are there? You said there's 3 at the beginning?
be honest, the best weapon, yeah, the 3 at the beginning, you know what? They're all kind of serviceable. I'm trying to think. There was only one where I was like, this blows. Quake Hammer, that thing kind of sucked.
Okay.
But like there's a thunder gauntlet, a fire gauntlet, which the fire gauntlet shoots, and the thunder gauntlet summons like electricity around you, like little rotating thunder orbs.
Sure. Yeah.
What was the other? I can't even remember what the other starting weapon was.
Is there a bow?
Really, the best weapon that you get is a bow. It's an ice bow.
Okay. Yeah.
Freeze is pretty powerful, as it always is.
Sure.
And they have like, and they all the weapons have like a little gimmick to them. They might all kind of synergize with an element. Like the ice bow obviously synergizes with ice cores and all that.
Makes sense.
So Yeah, and there's again, most of it, it feels pretty lame for the first, like, biome, and then by biome 2 is where you really start unlocking the build and
Hmm.
you have your 4 and 4 stack, so you're getting, like, real procs off of things. And obviously the best feeling is when like, at the hardest level, it only has 6, difficulty levels, and then after you beat the final boss, literally the end of the game, the final boss died and 2 portals opened up, and I, like, went to click on one, and it was like, "This is endless mode.
Uh-huh.
You just keep on going, and then every 6, uh, levels, you get a shot."
Okay.
That was it. Like, that there was no, like, "Hey, nice job, Luna. You defeated the evil insectoid monsters," and none of that shit. Literally beat the boss, and it was like, "Here's your next area to go to."
Okay.
But there is also a benefit to the endless mode because when you choose to do that, it gives you 2 more sockets. So then you end up with 12 open sockets. So you can have a 2 full 6 stack if you wanted,
Gotcha.
which can make you very, very, very powerful.
Sure. Do you do you do this endless mode anymore, or are you just stopping the runs as soon as you beat the boss usually?
Depending,
Hmm.
depending, because there is like the second to last boss in that biome is Bullet Spongy, like he's a damage sponge.
Uh-huh.
So the first time I fought him, I was not very strong, and it took me literally like 5 minutes to kill him.
Huh. That sounds like a long time.
And it was a very long time. And depending on like their move sets are very highly telegraphed, so it's tough to get hit, and the dodge system is pretty generous. But some as you crank up the difficulty, you'll have like a curse on each level, and some of them are like meteors will rain down on you every 4 seconds. So they can have overlapping hitboxes that create kind of inescapable scenarios.
Yeah.
There are so many extra lives. Like with my character right now, with and there's also costumes that change some of your starting aspects or whatever.
Okay. That's cool.
So the one that I have gives 2 resurrections on top of the one that I already have. And when I resurrect, there's like a chance that you resurrect with, I think it's a free res with 100%. It's very overtuned
Okay. You get full health back.
for survival.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you kind of unkillable. Although I will say, like, I was thinking about moving from that to, like, try to maximize more damage stuff, and the last run I did, I died 4 times on the first biome boss because I wasn't strong enough.
Wow.
I didn't have enough damage.
Okay.
So it ended up kind of being yeah, it's one of those weird things where you get DPS checked a lot, but the it's not like there's only one thing. Like, when I was playing it, I found, like, the gold build really gets strong in the early game,
Yeah.
like excessively strong. Everything dies in one hit. And I was like, oh, this is like the broken build, but it falls off much later. So, like, you know what I mean? It was one of those things where I thought I had solved it, and it turns out that there was more to it than I had even thought. And just the way you play, you're picking your rooms and all that. And at first, I was like, oh, you want to get the most cores as possible because, you're manipulating all that. But you get items that allow you to get core drops off of other rooms. So you end up like there's a way to kind of min max it that feels very satisfying. Hades 2 is still a better game.
I gathered that. Yeah.
He d- Which part was it? Was it the part where I soft locked myself by not being able to find the vehicle because it never loaded? Oh, and also shopkeepers don't load.
That's pretty good. Oh, but like,
So they'll show and
but is this consistent issues or is it like one-offs?
consistent.
Okay.
But like once you understand what happened, it's just persistent. So like shopkeepers, they're supposed to look like something, they don't load in. But the space where they're standing still has a big ring in it that glows when you walk up to it and gives you an interact icon. So like it's all playable and fine. It's just sloppy and weird. Some animations don't look that good.
All right.
A lot of animations don't look that good.
I mean, I'm looking at it, some screenshots and some gameplay. It looks decent enough. It's like an anime game.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't like somehow very serviceable despite all these gross like issues like that for the assets not to load in at all. That means nobody played it at all on a console. Like I cannot be the like that was downloaded straight from the store. You know,
You're the first guy.
that's the PlayStation. This isn't like a copy that I got off a flash drive from a friend. You know, this I went on PSN, got the official, you know, release, and this is what you get.
Is it just one character, right? It's just changing weapons and armor. Yeah.
It's one character.
Okay. All right. Starfire Eternal Cycle. Well, what's your current?
The game is so great that I literally couldn't remember. I was working yesterday and I couldn't remember. I wanted to look up like a couple like build things on it. I was like, what's the name of that game? And dude, I was nowhere close. I was like, it was like Aeternum or something. I was confusing with a whole different game. When I read it, I was like, really? Starfire Eternal? I still don't remember what it is. Eternal Rival or something?
Eternal Cycle.
Eternal Cycle.
Yes. Came out September 8th, 2025.
Yeah, so a year ago today,
Yeah.
we're hey, listen, it's current.
What's your
It's currently discounted on PSN,
hey?
and that's how I found it.
It's a decent price. What would you give it as of right now?
I don't think I can score this game.
You have to. I mean, this is what we do.
I don't know if I can.
It doesn't have to be your final score, but like, as of right now, how do you feel? Like, are you happy with your purchase? Would you say, hey guys, check it out? Or would you be like, play Hades too?
What do I say? What if I'm wrong? What if the core what if the loop is not as good as I think it is?
Then you'll update us next week saying this game's total trash.
No, but I mean, I know I'm convinced. I love it. I think it's I think conceptually, like the way that the elements and the upgrades and the synergies work may be literally the best that I've seen in a roguelike game.
Bold claim.
You see what I'm saying? How do I put a score on that?
I don't know.
What but also this is the game where I told you there was no tutorial and half the assets didn't load.
Correct.
Wh- What
You gotta wait into everything.
I'm gonna I'll tell you what, is there what would it take to convince you to pick up this game and you be the way in?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if this is for me. This looks like you know, there is a demo on Steam. So I can check out the demo for next week. How about that?
Okay. Steam demo gives you what, 2 hours of the game?
Because I think so, yeah.
Okay, you can get like 3 runs.
Look, I'm not gonna be deep in there, but you're the
It would help if you got to like level 4 because I think that's when you unlock all the biomes,
I see.
which means you can like complete a run. You know what I mean? You can actually build your stuff up correctly.
Right. Yeah. No poison build, sadly.
And then level 6 is basically just it's all numbers tuning after that.
Yeah. Any poison in the game?
There is one move, there's a it was gonna be my favorite weapon. It was a vine staff, and it summoned thorny bramble bullshit and it green.
It sounds like poison.
And they're like, when vines strike an enemy, sometimes summons a spirit circle, which is a green pool underneath of them
Uh-huh.
that does ticking damage over time. But it is not poison. It is called spirit circle.
Bummer.
I know that. Yeah. How do I rate a game? Yeah. How do I rate a game that doesn't have poison in it?
2 stars. I mean, you tell me. What's your score, man?
Oh, and there's another element, shadow. So there's like 10 elements. This is a 9 out of 10.
It's a lot. Yeah. It's, 9 out of 10. Is that what you just said to me?
No, it's not a 9 out of 10. That's not.
Is that what you just told me? Is Craig glitching? Craig?
I, I think Craig chimed in. He's like, it's 9 out of 10. Now recording. It's Craig's favorite game.
Clearly.
I mean, listen, a bot could play it. It's very mashy friendly, especially if you're uncomfortable with any aspect of the game.
Uh,
Like if you're not very good at timing your dodges, you can easily overcome it going any element.
by mashing, yeah.
No, I mean you might have to spec into a little bit, but same with survivability. There's
Uh-huh.
oh my god, there's blood as well. There's another element. How many elements are there? Yeah, there's like blood, demon. So like the defensive ones would be like blood and earth. Earth grants you shields. Blood grants you life steal. Then there's mobility ones, which are wind and water. Wind grants you bonus shit on dash. Water grants you bonus stats on movement, which also can then be kind of upgraded to always be on. So I don't know, dude. What do you think Demon does? You tell me. If you had to make a an element in a game called Demon, what would that do for you?
It's summon based. I would do it summon based, so I'm summoning demons.
Okay, good concept. They already did that with vines,
Bummer.
with wood. Wood. That's another one. How many fucking elements are in this game?
Steam says 8, but I don't know if that's true.
Read them off to me.
And they don't list them, they just say 8 elements to choose from.
Okay, let me elements available. By the way, guys, I was supposed to get a quiet click mouse and all that. That didn't happen. I apologize. In Eternal.
Not enough Patreon supporters for a new mouse for Chris. So you guys just gotta have to bear with it for now.
What's the name of this game again? Starfire Eternal Cycle.
Starfire Eternal Cycle. I will say there's.
I mean, I cannot like think about that. I'm still impressed. It says 8. Okay. Gold, wood, water, fire, earth, wind, thunder, ice, blood, demon. So that's 10. Darkness is 11.
I think there's 11. Yeah, from what I'm seeing, I think that might be it.
That's incredible.
It's
What does demon do? What do you think demon does? Oh yeah, no, we already said you thought it summoned. So
yeah, that's what I would think.
wood summons and darkness summons. Wood summons like whipper vines, and shadow darkness summons mimics that repeat your moves,
Like so, clones. Yeah,
like shadow clones.
yeah.
Demon,
Okay, so demon transforms you into something.
kind of, it gives you a huge stat bonus on your ultimate. So remember I said that there was a rage attack, like your cast type of thing,
Okay.
your special move. You know, going in terms of like power, it would be light attack, heavy attack, rage attack, and then if you have 3 of those bars, then you can do your ultimate attack, special attack,
Uh huh.
whatever they call it,
Sure.
which ends up being like it's a cinematic. You end up
An ult.
getting like a little cutaway and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So demon ends up replacing whatever that cutaway was, your cinematic, with which would normally be tied to the weapon, not elements. So if I'm using like the bow, it'll
Mm-hmm.
like launch a rain of arrows that keeps like raining down on a target. You know what I mean? Like just a waterfall of like ice arrows coming down.
All right.
If I have demon, then it replaces that and it just puts me into a hyper state. It's like a dragon install, if you want to call it that.
Okay. Sure.
Puts you in install mode, increase your final damage by like 3 times. So it gives you 300% damage times 3, like just right out the gate. So that ended up being probably my most powerful run.
Yeah.
My favorite run was definitely wood and gold. Gold is built for like income, and then the damage is done. They call it falling gold damage. Dash attacks, like erupt gold, pools on the ground and shit. And then if you get the vines, which summon the vines up near enemies and they just start whipping them, the gold damage was extremely high. The vine damage was extremely low. At level 4 synergy, the vines would trigger the gold hits. So I would load into a map and my vines would just kill every enemy on the screen within like 3 seconds type of thing for an entire biome. So, you know what I mean? Like but then it ended up kind of like not scaling as well towards like the very end. Like when push comes to shove and it's like kill this 5 trillion hit point boss.
Sure.
It took me a while.
Yeah. All right.
So I don't know. It was one of those things where it felt fun, but then the one like the demon run, that was the one that I died 4 times on the first boss. So I was not confident in that run at all, and it ended up being like my most powerful run by far. So I don't know. It's one of those things. I think you just gotta get in there.
That's funny.
I think this is a Paul.
It sounds like you're recommending this game. So, what's your current score? If
I want you to play it. I don't know if I want anybody else to play it, but I need somebody. I need somebody to validate this shit, dude. I don't know. Am I out of touch? I like Dynasty Warriors, but I will say that the if I had to compare this to a like the Warriors Abyss,
I mean, you are wrong about Dynasty Warriors.
the build diversity in this game is easily twice, if not three times as good.
This looks way better than Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors is actually pretty fun.
Mm,
But that was mostly fun because you could use different characters to kind of
yeah, sure,
make things work.
sure.
That was mostly changing your base move set.
Yep,
This is changing like kind of everything every single run.
yeah. No, that part looks pretty good. I think this game looks decent. I don't know.
Wait until you play it. Then you'll understand. Then you'll be like, what the fuck, dude?
I like how before you give me yours, you need to give me your score so I can tell you what's the Metacritic on it.
All right. I'm probably going to play the shit out of the game for another week and then not really play it much more. My current score is an 8.
Yeah, which so okay.
I will have to check in
All right.
once I completed all of, it could be like sleeping with a hot chick. You know what I mean? Once you've seen everything that there is to see, it might not hold up as well. I don't know.
I don't know. I remember you gave Hades 2 an 8. So that's pretty fucking high,
I know, right?
my friend. Again, just for context, Chris believes there's no 10s ever, so if he gave it a 9, it's basically a perfect game for him.
It's a 9.5 means that it's the best that I can conceive in my brain. That's,
So like an 8 is pretty good.
8's pretty good. I mean,
I,
I have to.
uh
I'm judging it based off of my experience, not the quality of the product.
of course. Of course.
Because the
Um so Metacritic does not exist because there's only 2 reviews of this game.
what's the Metacritic is that yes.
Um one of them is an
The Steam user count like 2 weeks ago was at 118 or something. Like it was so bad. And it is I watched somebody made a video about this game, and I watched it. It was like, "Don't do this. Game developers, don't do this." And the guy basically was lamenting. He's like, "There's a lot of really cool stuff here, and this game looks and feels cheap.
Hmm.
Do not do that with your game. And like this all looks like shit." Is basically what the guy was saying. He's like, "Shit's not loading right." Well, actually, mechanically, and I didn't have many frame rate issues, even with a lot of stuff on the screen. Like the game plays just fine. There's just a lot of weird gaps in it.
Lacks polish.
Just polish, not even gaps, just no polish on it at all.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, zero polish. Assets don't load.
It's not early access. Like this is the game's out. So
And the game's got to be done. I mean,
probably. I don't think it called
I don't know when they I don't know when they last updated it. They do have respect in the menu because it's like a direct Steam port. In the menu, they have a return to home page, which is basically like the title screen, I guess.
yeah.
It probably does something different if you're playing it, in Steam or whatever.
The last update was in March 19th. They added a new weapon.
That would be my guess. What weapon did they add?
Judgment Greatsword.
I don't have that.
Maybe it doesn't exist on consoles yet. Or maybe you haven't unlocked it. I don't know.
See, have I not even completed?
You have barely scratched the surface. Hey, to be fair, like
It might be an 8.5 the next time we talk. I didn't realize that there were more weapons.
if again, maybe it's only on PC. I couldn't tell you, but you got decent amount of hours for the price. So I mean, look, I think it looks fine. I don't know, just from your description of it, I like games with build variety. So sounds fun to me with some rough edges, but
It's gonna be a little rough.
It sounds like a 3 on my scale.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I'm getting.
Well, in all fairness, Paul's scale is the star scale out of 5.
I'm a star scale. Yeah, I love that we have different scales, so it's really consistent. Um,
Yeah. Chris gave it an 8, Paul gave it a 3. That's good.
but converted to Chris's scale, it's like a 6. So, you know, maybe it's a bit harsh.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think that you'd be unwilling. You would have to let it take you like I kind of let it
You put up with it.
take me. You know what I mean? I just went for it and I was like, "You know what?
Yeah,
Let's just see what we get out of this."
sure. How much you say it was right now?
I think it's
Fif-
$14.
15 bucks. Okay. All right. Anything else about good old Starfire Eternal Cycle?
No, you know what? To be honest, the only things that I would want to, because I would ask you, what would you add to make this game my score? That's my question for you next week.
I would have to play it, yeah.
What do you need to add to this game to make it an 8 out of 10?
Yeah, listen, if I have time to check it out, we can revisit this next week.
All right, fair, fair. I am confirming the price. I don't want to. For real, it didn't even show up. Is it already off of PlayStation?
It's removed. Now your PlayStation is worth like thousands of dollars because you have this unique game that no one else can download.
I mean, out of 82 ratings, it's got a 4.27.
I mean, yeah, but it's people who bought the game. They're like, I want to justify my spending here.
That's an 8.5 in Chris's scale.
I listen.
PlayStation users.
I don't consider user reviews as much as like a benchmark for games specific.
Well, you're gonna have to because you'd have to tell me what the Metacritic score is, and they didn't make one.
Because it's all I can't. Yeah, no one played this game except you. Like I've never even heard of it.
Me and 80 of my favorite friends, 82 of my buddies, 81 rather.
This episode is brought to you by Starfire.
Starfire by eHome Entertainment Develop Company Ltd. That is the publisher of this game. eHome Entertainment Development Company Ltd.
Right. Listen, I don't think it looks terrible, so yeah, cool.
So Paul is gonna be back with his take on it, and it's gonna be way better than when he played
Maybe.
Dynasty Warriors on ultra easy mode. Put it on easy, played it one time, then put it back on ultra easy, and said the game was trash. He's not gonna do that with this one,
I actually
folks. He's gonna play the game.
I just for you, I did play Warriors Abyss a little bit since last time we talked.
Okay.
Not much. I'll be honest, I only did like 2 runs, like completed 2 runs.
Okay.
And one of them was on I think 3 or 4 difficulty.
4 is where you'll start to 4 is like the comfy zone. 4 is where I go if I don't want to have to worry about dying on the run, but there's still like you're getting the experience, kind of.
Yeah, I mean like
So
yes, I was actually dying on the higher difficulty sometimes, so like sure, it is harder. I think it's more fun on easy. I gotta be honest. I think this game is like so fucking brain dead that I just like it. I like it as a classic Dynasty Warrior game where you don't really have to think. You're just having a good time. So
okay. And that's kind of what the combat is in this game, if I'm being candid. But you'll get to the point when you learn how to like really like maximize the amount of cores that you have. You'll be sitting on like 5 different legendary cores that you can kind of like switch and swap.
yeah,
That you'll end up like really there's something very satisfying about like tuning the build just right so that the numbers like just kind of do the right
right.
thing.
All right.
It's mostly planning if I wanted to put it like that. I just have a real soft spot for that game. I hate like the main character.
Have you played anything else?
I'm not a huge fan of like anime girl characters. By the way, the costumes, half of them are swimsuits.
That's what I saw on Steam. Yeah.
One of them is a nun in with a garter on or something. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yep, I see her. Yep.
They do give you the option, thank God, to transmogrify. So if you're picking like one of the racier, because actually some of the The swimsuit one, I think, has like a drop cores, like enemies can drop cores on it. So I have that equipped, but you can change the skin itself to appear like a normal skin. So I just have like the green armor on her,
Okay.
as opposed to like her running around with the bathing suit, bikini top, and the beach ball or whatever.
Yeah, they're mostly
Yeah, that's what I need. Take me more, immerse me less in the game, as if it's not like, as if it doesn't pull me out enough to have her like air, climb into a an air carrier and start flying off Superman style.
listen. They're trying to sell their game. Boobs sell, so that's what you get.
Fair,
Have you played anything else since last week?
fair, fair, fair. Nope, that's it. I got 23 hours in that game,
That's a lot.
and I worked. I worked four. I, I had 3 gigs.
Yeah. All right.
So I that's all I can talk about. That's it. You're on the rest. What have you been doing with all your time since you didn't find this wonderful game?
You put in some work. Yeah. I played a few games. I'm only gonna talk about
Okay.
I think two of them. There. Okay, I'll mention Roguebook because that's a game I've been playing for like a while. It's just another fucking roguelike card builder thing. It's very similar to like Slay the Spire.
Okay.
It's it's basically a kind of a copy of Slay the Spire. The difference being is in Slay the Spire you play as one character. They have like 3, 4 different characters in Slay the Spire, and each run you pick the character at the beginning. Here you only have 3 characters, but you have to pick 2 of them for each run, and you're combining their cards together to do combos.
Okay.
It's okay. I don't love this game. It came out a little while ago. I think like 2023 or something. I played it back then and I dropped it, but I was kind of bored the last few weeks. And it's one of those things where you can just do it one run at a time and put it away. So I don't have much. Yeah, it's about an hour.
Are the runs about an hour? They always run about an hour, no matter how you do it.
It's about an hour. Yeah, it's about an hour no matter what. Yep. So I put it on a couple times, but I I don't think that game is that great.
Okay. So not a glowing recommendation from you on that one.
You should probably just no. I think people should just probably play Slay the Spire.
Is that more of a guilty pleasure, or like I noticed you like the card kind of like a roguelite.
Yeah, I do. And this is one of those things where like I played it like again like years ago. I think 2022, 2023. And I re-downloaded it. I was like, oh, maybe they added some new stuff because you know how roguelikes are. Sometimes they add cool shit over time.
Yep.
It hasn't really changed that much at all. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep going with it, but I just wanted to check back into it.
Oh,
Um,
do you have a score on that? Do you even care to give one?
my no, not really. I'm pretty sure it's free.
Okay. It's a not recommend, so it's lower than a 3 anyway, probably.
Well, I can recommend it as far as it's. I'm pretty sure it's on PlayStation Plus, so it's free. So
No.
if someone wants to check it out, go for it. Um,
I mean, listen, anything free, there it's always worth, despite what anybody says, unless the reviews are like, "This game is broken and unplayable."
yeah,
It's all you never know. Some games resonate with certain people, some characters resonate. I in my YouTube search for this stupid Starfire game, I found like
how did
I found more videos that were like, "The cool roguelike gamer that you never heard of," or whatever, and, people just, like, kinda salivating over the game a little.
okay,
So, it's like you never know, it hits people different ways, where, like, the more grounded guy was like, "Yeah, man, this is, like, very, very cheap looking. Don't do that." So, I don't know. I'm more of, like, the guy, I guess, that managed to take off the hater glasses,
right. Listen, it's way easier to give something a shot when it's cheap slash free.
but I don't know if anybody when it's free, you should always give it, that's my recommendation. If it's free and you have the time, give it a shot.
Yeah.
If nothing else, then at least you're informed. So when people say, "Hey, do you like Starfire or whatever?" and you're like, "What?"
Yeah, everyone's that comes up all the time. All the Tinder dates, every single one of them starts with, "Hey, so what do you think about Starfire?"
What? And the answer is always, "What?" Oh, yeah, it's Eternal Eternal thing. Yeah, I still don't remember the name of this game.
I love it.
Eternal Cycle. There it is. I had to hover over it in my tabs,
It's like your game. You've played 24 hours. You have no idea what the game's called.
and I don't think the main character has a name, and I can barely remember the name of the game.
Awesome.
I couldn't even get through all the elements. I was dude, I named off the elements for you in the first, like, 3 minutes of the podcast, and then 40 minutes later, I was still adding elements. I was like, "Oh, shit, there's blood element too."
My let's call it the main game of the week for me.
Okay.
Um, is it's another PlayStation Plus release, but this one's a little bit more fresh, let's say. Although not really. I don't even know when it came out.
Okay. Okay.
It's a JRPG.
Ooh.
Um, it's a 2024. Okay, so the name of the game is Unicorn Overlord,
Oh, yeah.
and I wanna.
That's is that tactics or turn-based? You see what I'm saying? Is it tactics on a grid or is it turn-based with characters?
Neither. That's what I was surprised by as well. I thought I'm getting into a tactics game. However, it is not a tactics game at all. It's not even like a JRPG really. It's kind of like a auto battler kind of thing. Like like how there's like those chess auto battlers games on Steam. Like there was like a Dota one. There's like a League of Legends one where you just buy the units and they fight by themselves. You don't control them directly.
Oh okay, like TFT or, okay, I was gonna say, but do you have specific characters? Is it more like Shadow Raid or Rage, whatever it is? Shadow Raid Legends?
I never played that, but it could be kind of like that. Yes,
Nobody's played it, but obviously we all know what the game looks like.
everyone has seen it. Yeah. Yes. Hmm. It's okay. So the perspective, like the game, is basically looking a little bit like Shining Force, right? So you have this overworld map, and you have your dude that you're walking around this. I'm not gonna say like 16-bit looking map, but like it's like a pixel looking 2.5D, the modern take on all the games look. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure that these guys, yeah, Vanillaware, they've made a couple games that were kind of like this. The biggest one, shit, I own it, Odin Sphere.
That makes sense.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, this one I thought was more of a tactic, so it didn't. I thought it was going to be like the next one in the line for this, but they had Dragon's Crown was the one they did that was in line with Odin Sphere.
Oh, they made Dragon's Crown? Okay. This makes sense because the art, like,
The art is very, very.
very,
I mean, it's identical.
it looks very much like when you see this art,
It's the same studio.
it feels like, hey, I've seen this before, and now it makes sense why. Yeah, okay. But anyway, so you have the world map, you have your dude that you walk around on. When you approach the enemy, it loads into like a 2D. It looks actually super nice when it goes into the fight. It looks like a 2D screen where your units are fighting the enemy units, but you have zero control. Okay?
Okay.
You have zero control what they do. The only things you control really is before the fights is how you set up the units. So, there's a bunch of classes in the game, right? There's like knights, there's archers, there's flying classes, there's fucking.
I'm looking at advanced tactics right now.
There's a lot of classes.
Fire burst.
And it's kind of like a rock paper scissors situation where each class is good against some other class. Yeah. Except there's like 20 maybe classes, maybe 30. I don't know. I haven't seen all of them. I am not looking stuff up, so I can't say for certain how many there are, but there's a lot. I've already seen like 10 to 12. And they're all just countering each other for the most part. And some are super broken, like the cavalry dudes are extremely broken. Most of my most of my fights, I just like, you're supposed to like use like, hey,
A balanced array of units. I keep
exactly.
my knights in the front, my archers right behind them, my cavalry comes in from the side type of thing, and you're just like all cavalry right down the middle, and it'll just run them over.
But Yeah, I just use you have this guy, his name is Joseph, and Joseph for I don't know why they give him to you, but he's a level 20 unit.
Yep.
Um and he just kind of stomps everything. So unfortunately, Joseph is way too OP. I imagine they're gonna take away Joseph at some point in the story.
They got to kill him, right? They got to, or he's going to turn on you.
It's some like he has to go because he's way, way, way too good. But yeah, I was hoping for like a tactics RPG, and it is not that. So I don't think I'm gonna.
What do you? Yeah, you're not
I don't think I'm gonna keep going with it. No.
quite in. Okay, well, what is it missing? Control? Do you need to control the characters, or do you need more options with them?
Well, I would like to have some control. Like you can decide what because they have basically they have like attack gems and passive gems when the combat starts, and they use them. Um, and their abilities like use the certain amount of gems per ability. And the problem is you can set up like, hey, I want this character to use, let's say, magic attack on armored dudes, right? So you basically have like an action and conditions that you can apply on when they should use this action.
Okay,
And it's pretty easy to set up. Like they all
so like the Gambit system from Final Fantasy, what was that, 12? Am I where it's like if this then
Y-
if health below 40%, then use potion.
y- absolutely. Yes, it's kind of like that.
Oh, so you're gonna, yeah, that's an 8.5 easily.
But you set that up,
Final Fantasy 12 is one of your favorite games.
it is not. That's the problem. So
Oh,
you don't really like you can only set it up before the fights. It's not like you choose attacks ever, right? It's all automatic. In fact, it's so automatic you can press start to skip the fights. Like as soon as you approach the enemy, you can just press start. It's gonna skip
skip all the animation and just show you the results.
the all the animation and just show you the results, right? So it's just not very engaging, unfortunately. Like I like the if this game was like a tactics game with the same skills, same setup, it could be literally everything would be the same, but let me control the characters. I think I would really like this game. Um, but because it's just like an auto battler thing, I'm getting bored, and I only played like 7 8 hours of it.
Right.
It's just yeah, it's not deep enough for me personally. I don't find setting up tactics that engaging. I do find their classes cool. Like there's a lot of cool stuff happening. It's just yeah, it's kind of a shame for me. I was hoping it's a different type of game, and it's not.
I was hoping that it was gonna be basically Dragon's Crown. Yeah, which how much time you have in, Dragon's Crown?
Probably 20, 25. It's been a while. That game's quite old.
It's been a while. I think that was a 2016, 2017, maybe?
That sounds right. Yeah, that was like a PS3 game, so
Yep.
it's been a hot minute.
I probably have something similar, 15, 20. What made you put that game down?
I think we beat it, and I didn't feel like keep going deeper.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. I can't remember. I wanted to actually just bounce off of you in case you had the
Yeah,
like, "Yeah, you remember?" I'm like, "No, I don't actually remember too much about it." I remember I played like a Viking dude. I played like the big barbarian swords guy.
I think I played some chick.
Weren't there only 3 or 4? There was like it was almost like Golden Axe style. There was like a dwarf, an Amazon, a barbarian or something.
Yeah,
Am I crazy?
I don't think that game was that great to be honest. But um,
I think Odin Sphere was excellent, but that's even older. That was like 2012,
yeah, that's an oldie,
and that's PS2.
an oldie but a goodie.
A very goodie. Actually, I had a little time. They
It might be it might be PS3. No, maybe
no,
okay.
PS2 for Odin Sphere, but it's on PS5. I own it. I mean,
Okay.
so it's playable right now. If there's any game from Vanillaware that anybody was looking to get into, my strong recommendation would be Odin Sphere.
All right.
It's got the best storyline. It actually has a pretty compelling story. I'm not that big on that stuff anymore, but the combat was also very, very nicely tuned.
Yeah. So that's Unicorn Overlord. I don't think I'll keep going with it.
Yep, fair. So then, what else we got then?
My last game of the week. This is speaking of oldie but a goodie. Maybe you've heard of this. Star Ocean till the end of time.
Star Ocean 3 till the end of time?
That's right. I have started my playthrough first time ever of Star Ocean till the end of time.
No way. No way. Oh my god.
Yes.
Where are you? Are you on the planet yet?
I just rescued the red-haired chick. Like she was kidnapped.
Oh, you got Nell. Okay.
Yeah, I have now, and I think I'm on my way with what's his name, Clive?
Cliff Fitter.
Is that Cliff? Yeah, Cliff.
Besides, I'd rather go with that hot chick over there.
So I think we're on our way to his boss now. I think that's what's gonna happen next. So I don't think I'm very far, and you know,
Yep. You're not, but you definitely have the bread and butter combat by this point. So I mean, you should have moves on both your strong and your light attack.
yep, it's starting to fill those out for sure.
Who are you using Fate?
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, because all the characters are super playable. By the way, the most fun characters in the game to play, just so you know, are Cliff Fitter, Albel the Wicked,
I play. Remember, no spoilers. No spoilers.
who is a cool. Yeah, well, I mean,
No spoilers for this 20-year-old game.
fuck.
Um,
Well, let me. Hey, listen, you want this spoil for you because you can miss
yeah.
some of these characters. You should look up. There's a particular thing that you have to do to recruit these characters.
Okay. Yeah.
So Albel is one of them, and you want him on your team.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I had.
You want to keep that in mind. It's further down the line. You're not even close to it yet, but
Yeah.
that is something that I didn't realize until my second playthrough was even a thing because I naturally did it correctly the first time and fucked it up the second time.
Okay.
And I got Joke character as my other party member and not Albel the Wicked.
Yeah. So I think many aspects of this game hold up quite well, despite being pretty old. Again, it's a PS2 game. And this port on PS5 is as bare bones as it can be. They didn't do anything. They like added trophies to it, and that's about it.
Do they have like any of the emulator settings? Can you speed anything up, slow anything down, or is it just
Not really. No, not really.
okay?
Yeah. Not that I've seen. Like it just feels like a pretty basic PS2 port, you know. No bells or whistles to it.
Mm,
But I think the setting, like the opening story bits are pretty good. It was enough to keep me going cuz I found the combat at the beginning, especially at the beginning, to be fucking terrible. I hated it.
it's something that you have to get used to.
It's like it is 3D. It kind of reminds me of like the Tales of like the older Tales of games where it's like, yeah, you can run around,
Yep.
but really by the time you're actually attacking kind of locks you in the 2D plane, kind of.
Hmm.
Um and you have like nothing to do at the beginning of the game. It's like you just mash X, but it's not even like a fun mash X kind of game. He does like maybe 2-3 swing thing and then stops.
Yeah, you just end up like chaining them because it's like a down and an up. So it's like ha 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 ha, and then you run out of fury, so you have to stand there for a second, wait for it to come back.
Yeah, it's you run out of stamina constantly. Yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah, all those things become significantly more manageable, obviously, as time goes on.
and it's getting better. It's getting better as time goes on for sure. Um, there's some things that are like strange to me. Like it's weird because you can lose the game by obviously your character's dying, but also you can lose the game like they die if they run out of mana, like MP points.
Correct. You can mind kill them. Yep.
And there's the enemies that just do like MP damage, and some of my dudes they don't have a lot of MP other than the chick. So
Yep.
it's pretty fucking painful, especially Cliff. Like that guy just fucking gets wrecked by mana.
Yeah, that guy's he's not a thinker.
He's a no, he's a big dumb oaf. But yeah, he gets destroyed by that. Um, And it has the old game quirks where there's no autosave ever. So if you fucking die and you haven't saved in a hot minute, you lose everything.
You're going back, baby.
Yeah. So
I wish that they would at least include that in games like that, just a save state.
sure.
Like, it should just be a simple one of the buttons that is not being used. I'm certain that there are multiple.
Yes.
I'm certain. Like L2. What does L2 do?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't think it does anything.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like, at any point in the game,
Yeah.
make that autosave.
Music's excellent. The maps are pretty good. Like they're not terrible. I had to look up where to go like maybe once so far. I was stuck in like a town and I couldn't trigger the fucking next event. I just did. It wasn't obvious where the fuck I'm supposed to go, so I had to look it up. But other than that,
I would my personal recommendation
it's been okay.
is that the moment you start to feel frustrated or you wanna put it down, I would just look up what you have to do.
That's what I did. Yeah, it was just like it took like 5 minutes. I'm like, I'll never find this. Like, I need someone to tell me.
Well, you're gonna want it for all the if you wanna enjoy the real content, like the hidden stuff, the bonus dungeons, there's, like, way too many in that game. I think there's 4.
Yeah, I've seen that there's a lot of bonus shit, but my goal for this game really is just to play for the campaign and see the goodness, I guess. So far I don't hate it. The combat's getting better. I thought I'm gonna drop it after like 2 hours because I was like, this combat's not good at all. But it is getting better, and I'm getting better at it as well. I actually do like the little parry system they got going. That's cool. Um
It comes into play way like, it's one of those things where, like, at first you're like, "Oh, it's kinda cool," and then it becomes not as useful, like, for a very long time,
yeah. Hmm.
and then when you're into, like, really, really tough Coliseum fights,
Right.
it becomes extremely useful again.
Yeah.
It becomes like a tactic. Like, I would literally put one of my characters on do nothing in the middle of the arena and just let them take, I mean? I just built health on them and let them take hits with the hope to reflect a light attack,
It has good art.
because that was the only way to stun.
It has good RPG elements. Like you get a lot of active skills, but you're also spending passive points. Like it has a lot of good shit going on in this game for sure. Um,
It's extremely well balanced.
Cliff recently got like a new move that seems really fucking good. He keeps spamming. He has Sphere of Might. That's like his first one.
Sphere of Might, Fists of Fury.
Pretty good. It's called Hammer of Might, I think, that he's spamming right now. It, like hits everyone on screen, knocks them down, and hits them like 2-3 times. And he just spams that shit. Like the AI on your team, and I don't know. I don't think these skills don't cost you anything. So like, there's no reason not to spam it, other than I guess Fury. But Fury recovers super quick. Like it's not.
It costs you health to cast your skills. Yep.
Does it? Okay.
It's either health or MP, but yeah, and it goes up depending on whether you put it on your heavy or your light,
Right. Okay. You're right.
because a heavy skill will break everything.
Yep, they have light and heavy mechanic. It's good. Yeah, so far it's good. The voice acting is dated, but it's
The voice acting, surprisingly, at the time was, like,
all.
great, I would say,
Yeah, listen,
for 2002, 2003.
for PS2, it's totally good. Yeah, like no, I'm comparing this, to PS2 games that I liked. I never played this one before, so
I would say one of the biggest problems that it has is that the limitations, I'm sure,
um,
is that they didn't voice act a lot of things, kinda like what they do in Tales, you know what I mean? You have, like, your cutscenes are voiced real quick, and then they cut away into the actual game,
yeah,
and then they give you the text-based stuff.
I would say there's more voice acting here than in Tales games
I wish that
of old, for sure. There's a lot of cutscenes.
I
The beginning of the game is like
yeah, they're certainly very comparable, and they're both very high, I would say.
the beginning of the game is literally like an hour and a half of cutscenes before you.
Just straight cutscenes, and you'll get another couple rounds of those. Like, every major turning point in the game, you're gonna get 35 minutes of cutscenes.
like so. Yeah. Um,
That is That's the best news. Wow, you got a lot on your plate. You gotta play Star Eternal, Recycle Fire.
I w That's what I'm saying, something's got to give.
You gotta play Warriors of Bit.
You can't make
You gotta play Super 3.
you you can't keep making me play your shitty games, so, um, I'll probably keep going with Star Ocean for now. I am surprised, like, I was very close to dropping it after the initial, like, bad impression, but
Oh, yeah, being on the, vacation planet, it's a real slow start.
it's a slow start, but I'm like, there's lots of JRPGs with bad starts. But even after that, like before I got the chick in my party, it was kind of like, dude, like this combat sucks. Like this combat's not fun. Um, it's getting better, so I'll keep going for now.
Yeah, and each character offers kinda something new, except for one who is the Joe character who you will recognize as the Joe character immediately.
And that's my Star Ocean update. Okay. All
Um, so, yeah, wow, that's huge.
right.
I would say, listen, it's a long game. I would take it.
Yeah, from the guide, what I was like, the listing of like the points of like, hey, here's the name of the dungeon you're in. My dungeons were not far in, so it's it's gonna take a hot minute. So, well, I'm sure we'll check back in weekly on this for a little while.
God, if that game ever had co-op, it would be the only game I play.
Yeah, listen, the game is surprisingly better than I thought.
Playable. Yeah, surprisingly playable. A PlayStation 2 game that's surprisingly playable.
Yeah, like it, right? Like it's not. Listen, it is the combat's clunky. Like if you're not next to the enemy and you press the attack button, they just like start running towards the closest enemy.
They start running right for them. They beeline and you can't stop them.
Hmm. Yep. It's there's a lot of jank in it. Also, like, yeah, I don't know the.
You can change that, by the way.
Yeah, when you start the game, there's like a little tutorial you can choose. Do you want
You wanna change that, just so you know.
if you want auto targeting or manual? Yeah,
Change it to manual. No, manual.
yeah.
Change it to manual. You'll thank me way later. You'll thank me immediately, but way later down the line, you'll be like, "I this would be unplayable if I had it still set for auto."
I hate.
It's kinda like Tails. You have to Tails the same way. You have to set Tails to manual as well.
Uh, that's true. Yeah. It,
Yeah, because nobody wants to run directly at an enemy.
honestly, it kind of feels like Tails. It kind of feels like Tails,
That's always bad.
but I think
It's Tails with better combat, believe it or not.
it feels like it's gonna get better over time. Like it's already better than when it started for sure. So we'll see. And the sidestepping's trash. It's like L. You asked me what L2 does. It's fucking. You hold L2 and do the stick
You can free run.
to dodge.
You can free run with the oh, no, wait, that's Tails. You can free run normally in
Here you're always free running, but if you want to like dodge, like dash, like actual like
yeah, yeah.
dodge mechanic, it's hold L2 when stick. And there's no forward dashing. It's only you can only dodge like up and down and backwards. You can't.
Oh. You can backdash out of your auto run.
And I think the coolest part of combat is the canceling into specials. Like, and
Yes.
I like that stuff.
And getting the damage increase and seeing that
Massive.
burst, whatever, big gauge go up.
It's like massive damage increase. Yeah, it's pretty. That stuff is cool.
What moves do you have on Fate right now? You have Shotgun Blast.
Let me see. I don't think I have shotgun blast.
Do you have Shotgun Blast? Oh, no. Sidekick?
So all I have as of right now, I have charge, I have aerial, I have blazing sword, blade of fury.
Oh, Blade of Fury. Blazing Sword does MP damage, so you can MP kill enemies, but
Yeah, it's like a buff. It's just a buff.
it's pretty whack. Yeah, yeah, it's not that great. No, you need Shotgun Blast and Sidekick. Shotgun Sidekick, as we call it in the community, because that's your cancel combo. Shotgun Sidekick, Shotgun Sidekick.
Yep. So yeah,
That's how you get that 300% nice and quick.
that's
Well, that's my pro tips on yeah, well, this has been a
that's all I got.
actually very interesting turn of events for everybody.
You didn't expect that, did you?
I found the game of the year, Star, which again is brought to us by our friends at eHome Entertainment Development Company Ltd.
You won't even remember that game when Game of the Year time comes around.
What if I'm still talking? What if I just can't stop playing it? I'm looking up the company.
Maybe you'll get a plat in it. Maybe you'll be another Tales.
Whoa! I tried to go onto their site, and my browser told me not to do that. Attacker, your connection is not private. Attackers might be trying to steal your information.
Good.
What?
Their certificate probably expired. That's all. You'll be fine.
Oh, will I?
You, yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay, so they are a Chinese company. I got to be honest.
Okay.
They're showing the location as Yangzin, Zhangzin, comma Zhu He Q, comma Shanghai Shi, comma China, common a number that is not an area code. So let's see what they got. They have 17 games. Can you believe that I played a game by this company called Dying Reborn?
Oh, like previously. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god.
See, you're like big fan of this studio. That's why Starfire drew your attention.
The other ones I don't even know what these are. Like Candleman Definitive Edition.
Candleman Standard Edition was bullshit, but the definitive edition.
Lilith M. Lilith M is one of the worst looking box arts I've ever seen. Whew.
All right, shall we get into some news?
Oh yeah, and the game is horrible too. Yeah, I guess we should. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Dying Reborn. Okay. So look at that. I've been a fan of this company for a very long time.
Forever. Yeah, you're their number one fan in the world, actually.
And I like that they put release dates. Oh, I'm sorry, it's month year. I thought it was month day. I'm like, really? Yeah. So this game that the other game of them that I played is from 2017.
All right.
So they're a long-standing
Yeah, they keep
player in the.
going.
All right, so let's move on. We've had enough of
Let's move on.
up and coming games. Let's get into news, Paul. I think you have most of the news this week. I only have a little contribution.
I got some news. Okay. Well, we'll start with the big one.
Yeah, why don't you take this? Yeah.
The big one for this week is PlayStation is going back to not releasing games on Steam. It is now official new policy. So, basically, any single player story driven games that Sony makes, there will be PS5/PS6 exclusives going forward. No more Steam releases after 2 years. Multiplayer games will still come to PC. So like Helldivers 2, for example, was a pretty big hit on PC. They'll keep doing those, but yeah, if you're a PC player and you've been waiting to play, I don't know, like the new Ghost of Tsushima or something like that.
Yotai, right?
Yeah, Yotai, sure. Those types of games are not coming to PC again. They're going back to console exclusives.
Are these the seven? These are 3 of the 7 games that we talked about. I feel like we mentioned these games, right?
Probably.
There's not a ton of them, or are there more now? Is that the
There's not a ton of them. It's the thing is, for the past few years, they had a system where God of War, for example, would come out on the console and it would be exclusive for the console for like 2 years, and then they would put it on Steam. But apparently, it's just they weren't selling enough on Steam, and they just want people to be buying PlayStations because that's how they make their money, and to buy software on PlayStation.
So they're saying they're not even these will.
So no more of those.
It will never go to Steam. Is the idea?
They will never go to Steam. Yeah, we're going back to basically like, hey,
wow,
we're just if you want to play Sony first party games that are not multiplayer, you gotta buy PlayStation. I think it's a smart move for them. Honestly, like,
really?
Yeah. Listen, what's the point of buying a PlayStation if you can play all of the PlayStation games on Steam in higher resolution, better frame rate a year and a half after?
Well, you won't be able to because nobody's going to have computers like that 2 years from now.
But they do currently. So like up to this point, it's I'm sure, and I'm sure it's not just like as simple as press a button and it's ready to launch on Steam. I'm sure they had to dedicate resources and development time for those ports. And if they're not selling a lot of copies anyway, maybe it's just not worth it for them. So um, ex-
I mean, really, this type of move pushes out any, it's going to be probably mostly legitimate. Well, I guess it's only going to be certain titles. That's another thing. So, well, I'm acting like they're clearing the catalog of all the indie stuff. But I mean, sure. I just don't know what
the,
like Ghost of Yotai and Marvel's Wolverine do for them with exclusivity. I don't
yeah.
I don't know if those are.
Well, but it's like Spider-Man's. It's all those games, Last of Us,
How much money are they losing?
all the PlayStation first party games that people now were playing on Steam, they will no longer be ported. You know.
I mean, if they can get GTA to do that, that would be
Well,
like notable.
GTA is launching on consoles first only, so
Yeah. So I mean, that's really where I think that would be effective. Most of the other ones, I don't.
that's a big one.
Like what Assassin's Creed. I think they're still working and they're going through issues. They just their lead developer just quit
Yeah, but that's
the second one.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but Assassin's Creed is Ubisoft, it's not Sony owned. That will always be everywhere. This is just Sony stuff. PlayStation Studios.
Oh, only PlayStation. I got it.
Yeah. So there's not that many console exclusives anyway, right? But
I mean, I guess kind of good news for us, kind of.
it seemed
Just because I don't play on Steam, but I don't think it really mattered for me either way.
yeah, I don't play on Steam anyway, right? Yeah. And
I wouldn't play any of the 3 games that you kind of pulled as examples. Maybe Ghost of Yotai, maybe.
I play Ghost of Tsushima and I will play Ghost of Yotai when it's on sale, but I'm not that interested in to pay $60 for 70. Isn't that crazy how the price just keeps creeping up and up and up?
The price just keeps going. Yeah, I keep saying $60 and now I'm
It's not. It's like 70.
it's not, it's 70. 70 is a normal standard full price game
Yeah. Yeah.
like on launch and it not even like The Last of Us 3, like it could be Starfire Eternal Cycle 2 full game release, $70.
Xbox actually had a survey going out, like asking people like, "Hey, what do you want to see on the next Xbox? Like, what a change do you want us to see going forward?" And the most popular answer that in the survey was bring back Xbox exclusives. So I think console people want to have the exclusive titles on their consoles.
Why?
It kind of it just I think it's just like one of those things where people want to justify their purchases and be like, well, I'm not gonna buy a PC. I want a console and I want the exclusive games for it. Listen, I'm not saying it's good for general population, but I think it makes sense for the companies to do it because it drives more people to buy the consoles. If there's a game that they want to play, like hey, someone wants to play Spider-Man games because they're a big Marvel guy, you would have to buy a PlayStation. Like,
But you know what that also means? If Spider-Man were out on PlayStation and on Steam, the PlayStation price would go down very quickly. Like within a month, it would drop down, even if it were like game of the month, you know what I mean? It's giving a lot of power.
of course,
If you want to play that game, you're going to pay whatever price they put on that stupid.
yep.
And I've heard that there's targeted pricing. Sometimes the carts look different.
They have been messing around with that stuff. Yes.
Can you see where this is going? And this is where it gets a little. This is where I'm not as big of an advocate, despite it being a nice play for like console players. I don't like the implications.
It's not even nice play for the players. It's not for the players. It's like for the companies. I think it's a good move. I'm not saying it's good for people, but for Sony, I think it makes sense that hey, we have single player games.
Well, I mean, players are asking for it, and I that's the crazy thing to me. Like they don't realize that giving them the power. Like, why would you think that Microsoft is going to treat you good?
I think people just want console wars, dude. I think people like yelling online about which console is better.
Like, why would Xbox be
and that has died because Xbox pieced out basically. And I think people just want it back. Listen, it's a tale as old this time, you know.
I guess.
Like people just love fucking arguing about which console is better for no reason. But so maybe console wars is coming back next generation. We'll see.
Well, then do we get that? Do we get the console pricing? Huh? Is PlayStation's guy got to come out and do the thing where he walks up to the podium and he's like, $400, and then the crowd erupts and he walks away, or you know what I mean? Is that what we're getting?
Hey,
I'm in if that's what we're doing.
listen, that shit was good. That shit,
That was an Aura moment before Aura was a thing.
like,
Like that dude.
like they basically won the PS4 cycle with that,
With one sentence.
with one sentence. Yes,
What
it was that, and the Xbox like talking about having like a DRM, basically like tying games to not have uh at the time physical copies would not be like transferable between, like if you bought a CD or whatever fucking Blu-ray
Yeah, if you bought whatever the disc was
on Xbox,
it wouldn't play on a different console.
it was exactly.
It'd be console locked.
Yes, and that never happened. That was like a thing they talked about, but they obviously
But even when you start saying those things out loud, that's when people start,
exactly.
you know what I mean? It's so crazy that, these people are like, "Yeah, make all these things exclusive on the consoles and give them the control of it," and they don't see the danger in that. But as soon as, like, they come out and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna try to make it so that the games only lock to the console, prevent piracy," or whatever bullshit they come up with. Everyone's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, hang on, hang on. No, 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 no. You can't well,
Right.
my game's gotta work. My game's gotta work everywhere I try to use it."
Yep. Yep.
But that's what this all leads to. I don't know.
Look,
I think I've now been hearing too much of the negative things surrounding the whole ecosystem, because like Nvidia is a big part of this, like all the chips, all that shit, like it's all kind of related. And by kind of related, probably your next thing about pricing going up. It turns out
yes.
when Nvidia sells all the chips to not Sony and they have to pay like real money for them, prices go up.
Yeah, so we talked about the console prices going up, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. Now the PlayStation Plus price is going up for, I think it's mostly new users or new subscriptions. It's not big, big change.
It's like $1 per month,
It's like $1 per month, or
10% increase roughly.
yeah, from $9 to 10, right? So it's like okay, um, so meh, okay, sure. Listen, everything's more expensive every year. I think this is like reasonable. What subscription has not gone up in the past 2 years in price? YouTube Premium, Netflix, all the bullshit.
Everything. Yep.
So,
And I take it all and strap Pandora. Dude, Pandora is like, they're owned by Sirius Satellite Radio. Like, what the fuck are they increasing their prices for? But you know what I mean? Yeah, everybody's going to increase a little bit. And I think that that's reasonable. These are the things that I'm okay with.
that yeah, yeah.
I'm okay with a well kind of documented or set up, like, hey, everyone, going into the new year, here's our roadmap. And then that could be a part of it. At least just let people know and keep it all kind of on the table. I don't like that shit when it kind of, they spring it on you after a bunch of, it's kind of like that, the compliment sandwich where they squeeze that part in the middle of like two good things. And
Yep.
just so you know, guys, we got the latest hardware on the PlayStation 6. It's going to include this, and we're going to have access to all these AI servers to give you the best in HDR. Also, we're going to increase the subscription plans by about $20 per month. But on top of that, you're going to, you know what I mean? They try to like nudge that shit in, or they put it like in the bottom of a press release somewhere. I don't like that. I don't like having to find out from like perceptive YouTubers or like people on the internet. They're like, hey, man, I read the terms and agreements for this, and it's pretty bad. I like things to be transparent.
Yep. Yeah.
I think that that's a good move. So, if they need to do a, what is it, cost of living increase for the little Sony guys, sure.
Yeah, it's $1. Like it's okay. We'll survive. It's fine.
Does that apply to all the tiers or just the low tiers?
I think it applies to the base tier, the essential tier. So the one, if you want to play online at all, you must have that one. So
Sure. And they left it alone for so I'm not paying anything different. I don't know which tier you're on, but I'm on the good one.
yeah, I'm on like the middle one, the better than the base one, but not like the ultra pro, the one that gives you access to like PS2 games streaming or whatever. I don't have that one. I have the one that gives you the games and some other stuff.
Now I'm wondering which one I have. I have to look at it.
Because there's three. There's essential. There's like the ultra pro, and there's the middle one. And I have the middle one.
I feel like I might have the middle one.
I think that
Or I could have the big one, but I don't play any PlayStation 2 games on.
right. Like it lets you stream PS3 games, for example. Like, do you want to do that? Probably not.
No, not too much, but hey, listen, good on them for having it all there, I guess.
No, yeah, sure. I would prefer if I could just, download the game. Then that would be something. But I don't want to stream a game ever.
So who else is making games? Any other I mean we talk about Sony a lot. Anybody else out there trying to shovel some games out?
Look at that! Look at that transition, Chris. We're getting good at this. This is almost
Right?
this is almost professional. So Amazon,
Why don't you take us there? Yeah, Amazon of all people.
uh, everyone's favorite company. um, can you name? Okay, before we get into the story, I just have a quick question for you. What is Amazon Game Studios' biggest game that you know of?
I didn't know Amazon had a gaming studio.
Do you know any? Okay, all right. So Amazon Gaming Studios' biggest game was like a MMO that they already killed. But it was successful when it came out. It was like New World. Um,
Are these phone games? What are these real console games? What is this?
no, this was New World was like an MMO on PC, maybe consoles as well.
Okay.
So they attempt to make real games once in a while. Yeah. The keyword is they attempt it. It doesn't always work out for them so much.
It sounds like the key word is real. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about what's going on with old Amazon and their new game?
So I don't start with this. Basically, the Amazon Studios had a project called Project Trident, and they've been working on this for a little while, chipping away at it. And it was supposed to be like a Shadow of the Colossus type of game.
Cool.
So, like, the climbing mechanic on big enemies, world exploration, stuff like that. Sounds pretty good, right? I mean, I would play a new Shadow of Colossus. That game was fucking sweet.
I can get behind this. I wish they'd make a sequel to that. But anyway, yeah, no, not to derail.
Unf-
So what's Amazon doing now with Project Trident?
so in 2024, good old Amazon decided that, hey, we are spending a lot of money on AI. Okay. So let's make sure our studios use the AI to make the games.
Hmm.
And so the project has been transformed from the Shadow of the Colossus style action game into a Helldiver style co op roguelite. Okay. Which is quite a jump.
What? That's what we want. This they changed it. Were they listening to us? Do they listen to this podcast?
Unfortunately, that didn't last too long. But eventually turned into a single player RPG using AI models.
Oh.
And the whole gimmick in it was that you could talk to characters and they would have,
Unique dialogue.
unique dialogue because it would be like powered by AI and all that fucking bullshit, right? Basically, the management forced the studio to be like, hey, we know you've been working on the Shadow of the Colossus clone for a little while, and everyone's very excited about this internally. People love it. It seems like it might be a cool project. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Make this AI slapification game.
We're done with that.
And then they fired everyone because that didn't work out anyway. They fired 14,000 people from the game studio.
I mean, I wish I could say I'm surprised, but Amazon has more than 100% turnover
That project is dead now.
for their company
It makes sense.
year after year.
Yeah, if you include like the drivers, sure, yeah.
100%. They replace their entire workforce every year.
That's not surprising. So, unfortunately, Project Trident is dead in all of its forms. Maybe that's actually better because who the fuck would want to play this sloppy fucking AI
So they just couldn't get the AI to work at all, or like they were working on it, Amazon was like, you know what, just forget it.
bullshit RPG? No, basically, they kept working on this. Basically, they settled like, hey,
Do we even know?
the mandate is let's make the single player RPG thing. But then, because of the layoffs in Amazon, it got all shut down. So, um, of course, Amazon denied that the AI caused the layoffs, and
Correct. AI was not the reason behind role reductions.
right, it was all part of the strategic shift for the company. Um,
Ah,
yeah,
where they can deliver the most value to players.
so I'm sure that's what they were thinking. Yes, so that's just a
Right. So how can you deliver value with no product?
well, you don't,
Hmm.
but they don't need to. They're Amazon.
That's true. I mean, listen, I'm glad that they're not a bigger game studio because they would be doing this shit. And if they were successful, like, could you imagine how shitty that would be? Because I'm not going to get rid of my Amazon Prime subscription stuff. Like, I need the video stuff. I need the rental.
Right, right.
I need things to show up within 2 days when I order them. So Amazon has me. Like,
Yep.
they have power. I'm glad that they don't have power over my gaming as well because I have a feeling it would be like this all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things where they've been trying to make games for like years now. And again, the one that was semi successful was that MMO, but even that one, it's this year they killed it and it's shutting off the servers January 2027, so it's completely dead starting next year. So they just don't they have the money, it just seems they don't have the people who know what the fuck they're doing. I just don't understand how it's possible. They're throwing so much money at it over and over again, and it just keeps failing. It's kind of incredible.
Well, I guess maybe let me branch mine into that because mine's a little bit more legislative,
Okay.
let's say. For anybody, I don't know how familiar you are with the stop killing games kind of movement,
Yeah, I've heard of this. Yes.
where the idea is that games are trying to say that you will not own a product. You cannot, if they decide to sunset an older server or something, they're just like, hey, that's it. Sorry, you got your value.
See ya.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
Last year, a bill was introduced for media, that mostly applied to movies. Like it was more for like DVD type of stuff and like ownership in that sense, where you could rent something, you could rent a movie, but that's not ownership.
Sure.
But if you bought it, you are entitled to certain rights within that. And the big thing is to prevent the bait and switch, and you have to use clear terminology, transparency.
Yeah.
You cannot say, like, if you say that you are purchasing this, that should confer unrestricted ownership, which means that if they're subject to fine if they break it. I think it's like 2,500 per, and it's not being enforced that much, but at least it's written down now somewhere. And it was amended this past month to include games. So the idea is that a game cannot offer to sell something that would be basically a digital service, is what they keep trying to call it,
Mhm.
but they're calling it buying a game. So, you know what I mean? They're saying like, "Hey, buy this game. It's a good digital service that you'll enjoy."
Right.
They're not allowed to do that. They have to say, I don't know what the terms are. I actually have to read through this thing. In full transparency, I did not read through all the legalese. I can do it right now if anybody would like that. Article 17500.6a, for purpose of this section, the following definitions apply. I think we can skip that. If anybody is interested,
This is a California thing.
the bill, it is in California.
It, yeah,
That's the first place that got passed, but you know, it would apply. I think it would be used in court cases nationally,
yep, yeah. That
and that is AB 2426, consumer protection against false advertising in digital goods.
yeah. I think that it's important that that stuff changes because yeah, it's there's too many cases recently that you know I get it if it's like if it's like an MMO and the company's like hey we're done, it makes sense you're not gonna have access to it anymore. You know it's an online only fucking experience that you have a subscription.
Well, and there's a lot of things that are kind of removed from that or exempt, subscription based,
Right.
free, anything that
Yeah.
you did not pay for, like even if it becomes worth you know, like if you buy a game for free on PlayStation, monthly game, and then 2 months later they shut it down or whatever, but the game was retailing at that point for 24 bucks, you don't get to sue them. You have to have money, you have to have skin in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one of the big cases
I think it's a step in the right direction. I don't know if it
one of the
does anything for us yet, but
Probably, yeah, probably not yet. I think one of the big cases that like got this stop killing games movement going was the Crew was the game that like kind of kicked started the whole thing. It was like a racing game by Ubisoft, and they shut down the servers in 2024. And it basically disabled the game for everyone who purchased the game. So it was like, okay, you just killed it for forever for everyone, even though people.
right, and then they refuse to put any of the source code or anything out there.
Nothing. Yeah, they just shut it down. You're done. See ya. And like that stuff, I think is bullshit. Like again, I think there's some stuff where I think it's fine to turn off the game forever, like an MMO stuff. Makes sense to me, but like if I would lose access to like a single player game on PlayStation because they decided my license is no longer valid, like that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, and it's becoming a little bit more common,
Definitely.
especially now with more digital media as opposed to physical,
Right.
more server-based things. Like you said, you know, they just shut down servers and they're like, "Yeah, and the game doesn't run without it. Good luck."
Yeah.
As part of this build, they are supposed to have to disclose that within a reasonable time. I was really hoping as I was kind of wheeling down that I would see the 30 or 60 days or whatever they're saying, but I know it's a certain amount of time, whether it's reasonable time or 30 or 60 days, but that's also in there that if they're going to shut down, they need to make that very clear and transparent.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it helps anybody yet, like I said, but it's good groundwork.
It is.
We'll probably be seeing a lot more of this coming up.
Yeah, I think this fight will keep going for a long time. But it's worth fighting for because everyone's buying digital goods these days for the most part. So it's more important than ever.
And you have to take the power away from these guys. I mean, we figured it out. You know, trickle down is not quite where it's at. You don't give all the money to Sony and hope that they're gonna pass the savings on to us.
Right.
Um, you know, you have to keep them honest, or they're not going to be honest. So I do like anything like that. I hate that we have to do things like that because I'm so used to
Yeah.
like doing everything kind of in good faith. I don't know when that became not a thing. You know, like a handshake or like you say, "Hey, man, I'm going to do this," and then you do it, and you don't like bait and switch or anything. You know, it's like
Oh yeah, those days are gone
those days are gone.
forever.
It's tough for me to adjust.
Yep.
And luckily, some people are being much more aggressive or scared about it, I guess, and are really pursuing it. I just kind of keep my eyes on it, like, that doesn't seem so nice.
Yeah.
Thank God somebody out there gives a shit. And they're like, no, that's like really not nice. And they're going to totally fuck us. So we better, better advocate right now.
Yeah.
All right, Paul. So, I mean, that's a little bit of PlayStation news there. Do we have anything else? A little bit more to
Why don't you tell us what are the new PlayStation Plus games for the month of June? We got the new releases, new additions, I guess.
Well, we got Star Wars Outlaws. Do you play those Star Wars games?
I think I might check this one out because I'm pretty sure it got good reviews. Uh, but I've played.
I think I'm in the same boat. I haven't played any of them, but most of them. What Battlefront?
Well, I think this. Yeah, but I don't think this is quite different. This is more like
Were those ones?
fuck. There were like those two games that came out semi recently. Two Star Wars games.
I feel like they kind of drop them out, kind of like Assassin's Creed games,
Uh, a little bit.
but somehow they do significantly better, probably because they're Star Wars, and
And there's not 20 billion of them, it's they don't come out every year. It's
that's true. They have calmed down a little bit over there at Disney.
So, yeah, I've heard good things about this game when it came out. I got pretty positive reviews, other than I think they had some performance issues when it came out, but like whatever, I'm sure that stuff's fixed 2 years later. I hope. So yeah,
Right.
this one I would high potential. I would check it out if I wasn't, playing fucking PS2 game right now.
If you weren't so busy with Star Ocean till the end of time.
I'll be playing that game till the end of time, so we'll see.
Right? Oh, you could. You could. Even with a guide, it would take you like 100 hours to complete the content. If you read a guide and did everything per the guide, it would probably still take you 100 hours to get through that game and the bonus dungeon.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, it's a lot, which is why I'm being very careful. I'm like, cheat, do whatever you have to do to keep playing that game. Even if you cheat, it's still hard. Even if you know everything, it's still difficult.
Hey,
All right, so Star Wars Outlaws, I would
yeah.
I would consider it if I weren't so busy with Starfire.
Hey, listen, if we have to have a game where we both are playing, this would be a decent one to do.
Okay,
Just so we have a game that we can both talk about that we've both played recently.
I'm gonna look into it a little bit. I don't want it to play out like I have a feeling it's gonna play out like the second game on the list here, which would be Red Dead 2.
Um, uh-huh. Yeah. Listen,
It's a
it's probably the best one of those.
great game, but it
You know, I was never a huge like GTA guy.
correct.
The only GTA game,
I don't even know what they call those games sandbox?
yeah, like open world sandbox games. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, where you basically just kind of run around and take care of tasks around the big open world, and then there's an overarching objective. I just smashed my mic with my elbow. I'm sure that'll sound good in editing.
yeah, we heard that. It will not be fixed post production. So,
Uh, yeah, my post production skills are amazing. I use 2 whole compressors and 1 graphic EQ. It's really strong. Uh,
um, Red Dead Redemption.
but those games for me just ended up. I don't know. They all even like Cyberpunk would be the game that I would kind of the most recent game that I played like that,
Sure, I played Cyberpunk.
and I've been having a good time playing it.
I didn't. Yeah,
But I fell off. Like I'm not even stuck anywhere. The game isn't difficult at all.
it's not.
I'm probably overtuned. Like I don't know how, but
I played Melee in that game.
my build is pretty good.
Yeah, I played Melee in that game.
I'm using tracer darts, and I have my guns doing 20% less damage to not kill people, and I'm still knocking everything out with like a clip. Like I just shoot a clip into an encounter, and I'm good.
Yeah.
Like okay, I don't know. Maybe I got a little bored with it, but I was still having fun. Like I was literally just running around, just shooting like mobs and stuff.
Yeah.
I ended up, you know what it was? I was playing it like a Borderlands game. I was just walking around mobbing things and looking for fun stuff to collect.
Sure. Yeah.
I didn't really engage with the story enough, I don't think.
I didn't love Cyberpunk. I played it and I did not love that game at all. I thought it was pretty mid.
I'm not huge on it. I like Keanu Reeves in it.
Yeah, he's one of the cooler parts. Sure. But anyway, Red Dead.
Yeah, so I mean, both those games, they're all kind of the same. So if you like one of them, if you haven't played any of these games, I mean, shit, it's 2026. Wake up.
I mean, Red Dead is really good. Like really, 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 really good. I always liked it more than GTA 5, GTA 4, all of those. Like and the story in it is really good.
I thought GTA was more for the true, like, sandbox experience of just blowing shit up or trying cool, what do they call that? Like, destructive mechan the physics in the games.
Yeah, listen, I just
I know GTA, like, a lot of people play with the physics engine, so they have, like, cars that fly and they, all sorts of
yep, it's the
and that's mostly what the fun is.
make your own fun games. You know,
Got
I don't
right.
I don't really like that. I like having either good combat or a good story, preferably both. And Red Dead story is fucking awesome. It's a really good video game story. So if someone hasn't played that game is like 10 years old, I feel like most people have played Red Dead by now. But it's cool that it's free.
Well, and this is Red Dead 2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's the only one that matters. So
Oh, is Revolver not that great?
no, no, uh, I don't think people give a shit about Revolver, to be honest. Like it's an okay game, but the game that people freaked out about was Red Dead 2 for sure.
Fair. Well, that's what I'm talking about. You're gonna have to talk about these other ones because I don't know what the hell this is.
I don't know what Bramble the Mountain King is.
Yeah, you picked it. You
Uh, Sony picked it. I didn't pick these games. Listen, I'm just here telling you what's free. We like free stuff. No,
it's a grim adventure set in a world inspired by dark Nordic fables.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know anything about this game. Like, I don't even know what type of game it is.
I see 2 characters in it. Is it gonna play like that, A Plague Tale? Is that what it was called?
Okay, maybe.
You know what I'm talking about?
Sure. Yes, I could see that.
Do we get a little slingshot to hit the Bramble King with the
Is there gonna be swarm of rats attacking us? Uh,
I mean, it's got a 9 out of 10 on Steam, 80% on Metacritic.
players control.
It's a 2023 action adventure game
Hell yeah. You control a little boy named Ollie who attempts to rescue his kidnapped sister.
developed by Okay.
Alright.
Does that have co-op? Are we playing this game?
Um, I don't think there's any co-op.
Did you type it in?
I'm on Steam page and it does not appear to have any multiplayer.
It does not feature any online or local co-op.
Perfect.
You play as Ollie.
Talk to me about that next game.
You tell me about the next game. I can't even pronounce it.
Exactly. That's why I didn't want to do it.
I mean, it's set in Poland. I mean, is that Polish? Is Thaumaturge?
It's not. Yeah, I don't know why it's set in Poland, Warsaw for no reason, but yeah. What's your guess?
So tell me about the Thaumaturge.
Is that what we're gonna go with?
I, but what? How else would you pronounce that?
I wouldn't. Yeah, that's why I passed the torch.
Okay. You know what? Let me just type in.
I think you got it.
Uh,
Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about this game while you look up the pronunciation.
yeah, yeah. Thalma. Yeah, I was dead on. Thaumaturge.
All right, Thaumaturge. It's an RPG, a detective story, supernatural folklore with turn-based combat, all set in
Turn-based combat.
all set in alternate Warsaw in 1905. You play as Victor, who can see and control mysterious entities called Saluters. Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I've never heard of this game before today, but I do like some turn-based combat.
$35 on Steam, and it's pretty developed by Fool's Theory. I don't even know who publisher 11-Bit Studios.
I mean, listen, I like some turn-based stuff. I might check it out. It's for free. It's fine. Sure.
Is it a monster collector?
Is it?
Is it a capture?
I don't know. I don't.
Hmm.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I do see it. Monster things. Yeah, it could be. It actually could be. I guess I'll have to check it out, or you have to check it out, and we'll find out next week. I don't know.
So how do we? Okay. So how do we do this then? Are we divide and conquer? Should I check out Thaumaturge and you want to check out Star Wars Outlaws?
We can split it that way, sure.
Is that the best way to do it?
Whichever game you think is more for you. What about hey, listen, I'll give you another option. What about Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn?
I don't know. Bro. Let me. I don't know. Fantasy action game with guns and melee combat.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's a Souls like. Um,
Okay.
because the studio that made this made a game called Ashen, and I played Ashen before. It was the Souls like a very like chill.
Oh, I remember Ashen. Yeah, it was kind of sloppy, I think, right?
Yeah, it was a sloppy chill Souls like. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't like super hard or anything. It was kind of sloppy. It had co-op. The whole campaign was co-op, so that was something. But
Oh, that's pretty rad. I didn't even know that.
I didn't finish it. I played it for a little while, got bored of it. I think this is another Souls clone situation.
Any chance it's gonna have that co-op? I'm not seeing any.
It does no, it does not have co-op. Nope.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I'm biting on this one. I'll play Thaumaturge before I play this. You know what this is gonna play like? This is gonna play like Atlas Fallen or whatever, Rain of Sand.
It could.
It's gonna be a super sloppy, bullshit, spongy enemy. I can feel it. And I'm looking at screenshots.
I thought it's gonna be like the Ashen, where it's kind of like mid Souls like.
I mean, listen, you pick your game. We'll each pick a game from the list, and we'll have to report back.
Yeah, we'll have to discuss this off the podcast and see how we want to cover these fantastic new entries. Oh wow!
And we still have two more to talk about. Yeah.
Okay, what's the next game, Chris?
Enotria? Enotria? I would call this one Enotria,
Inochia.
the last song.
Yeah, Inochia. Right? Inochia? Sure. It's a Souls like.
Oh no, it feels it's like Enotria kind of rolls off the tongue, but I feel like it's gonna be like one of those like it's a word that I never say it correctly. Um I'll come back to it. Anyway, developed by Jamama Games. It's like a play on Joe Mama or something. It's like Jyamma.
It is.
Jamama Games.
Yeah.
Who made that? Jamama?
J- Jamama. Thanks.
Jamama made that game.
It's a Souls like. Yep.
Okay.
No interest in this one at all. I think even the Ashen follow up looks a little bit better than this one, to be honest, to me. But yeah, looks pretty lame.
It's got 1 percentage point lower on the Metacritic score. It's a 69 as opposed to a 70. Is that what you're basing your
Alright. No, I actually didn't see that. That's pretty awesome. All right, so I got it. I picked a better game.
but is that and this is also a single player experience
Of course it is.
from 2024.
Yeah.
A lot of bug stuff it's saying.
Neither of us will play this game. We can.
I don't think I'm in.
No.
I don't think this one's me.
Nope. I'm out. And then I think the last one is.
All right, and the last one I think you can manage to pronounce somehow.
The Broken Sword. Broken Sword Shadows of Temple Reforged.
Try to spell it out.
How's this? Oh, it's a remastered version of one of the classic point and click adventures from the 90s. You follow American tourist George and journalist Nicole as they unravel a conspiracy tied to the Knights of Templar. Okay. The Reforged version keeps the original game intact but adds fully redrawn visuals with 4K support.
Ooh, 4K support.
Okay, they have like a little screenshot of like how the game looked like versus the new one, the new art. Oh,
That's what I'm literally looking for right now.
I'm sending to you right now. It looks better, I guess, a little bit. I mean, it's a point and click adventure game. Like it doesn't need to look amazing.
Oh, but it's redrawn.
Yeah, it's fully redrawn. Yes.
Yeah, this is not an upscale. This is an HD upscale. This is a full remaster, is what I would call it. 100% remaster.
Yes, that it's in the title. Reforged.
Well, Reforged could be anything.
Yeah.
What were they calling those HD upreses? It's what my Star Ocean 3 was on my PlayStation 4.
Remaster. I think they're called remasters.
Okay. Well, it was an HD upres. Yeah, I really don't like that.
Actually, no. They don't even call it remaster. It's literally just Star Ocean till the end of time. Period. Nothing.
Perfect.
which is fair because they didn't do anything. So
They did not do anything, but they did that with a bunch of the PlayStation 2 titles. They like tossed them over on, and then they charged $20 for them.
yep,
$20.
I paid I believe $10 for Star Ocean.
I mean, I would pay any price for Star Ocean, but $20 for a PlayStation 2 game
With no,
in 20 the last time I even looked at that, it was probably 2020. It was probably 5 years ago.
yeah. Hmm.
It may be more, it could be worse. I don't know what they did. Listen, I don't want to talk about it, but this game looks pretty whack. Are you going to play this game?
um, I'm not big into point and click adventure games. I will be honest.
No, I hate any games like that. Mostly because
The
in the old days, you could get burned by not clicking the pixel that they wanted you to click on. There was bad detection on all of them.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
I very quickly just got away from games like that, and none of them ever captured my interest.
Yeah, I think the last one.
The closest thing you can get out of me would be like the interactive stories,
Sure, they're kind of,
Until Dawn.
yeah. They're like spiritual successors, I suppose. Of the adventure
Yeah.
point and click adventure games. But last one I played.
Well, these are supposed to be like you have to find the gimmick that solves the puzzle. Like you walk into a room and it's like there's a hole in this wall. They're like Resident Evil puzzles without any combat.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, yeah. Last one I played was probably Pink Panther in like '90s.
Whew.
I was a little kid, so I didn't know any better.
And you learn very quickly. Yeah, kids make mistakes apparently. Like this sucks.
I don't even know.
Is this what video games are?
Like, I don't even know what context, like, what introduced that game to me. I have no idea. I have no recollection. I just remember playing Pink Panther point and click adventure game.
You didn't play that for any of my consoles. I don't.
No. This was like I was a little boy in Poland. Like this was yeah, playing PC games.
Okay. Dumb little boy in Poland, an uneducated little boy in Poland.
I mean, I played some good games as a kid too. I did find Diablo 2 early on in my life, and listen, I still play it to this day.
Oh, that's pretty fortunate.
So, and that's my news. That's the PlayStation update for this month. Pretty decent, honestly. Like
That's a good find.
we've had worse months for sure. I think this is.
Well, what we haven't decided is what game we're playing. Well, who's playing what?
I guess people have to tune in next week to find out.
All right, fair. So you'll be hearing 2 separate reviews on some of these games on this list, and the results may surprise you.
I don't know if we're doing reviews. I think we're just talking about our experience. Yeah.
Yeah, we talk about the experience. Listen, I'm assuming that anybody who has watched this or listened to this podcast has not played the Thaumaturge.
I don't know if a lot of people have played that game, so we might join an exclusive club.
Right? It's going to be like the Starfire. I'm surprised it's not the same developer. I'm surprised it's not eHome Entertainment Development Company Ltd.
What if?
That just sounds like a shell company.
I mean, you're playing some Chinese shovelware.
I'm playing a Chinese shovelware game.
Like, listen, you don't have high standards there.
That's true. I'll play anything. It's probably got like spyware in it and shit.
Definitely.
My PlayStation's giving me warnings. So like, hey man, you should probably play PlayStation exclusive games.
All right, Chris, is it time to wrap this one up?
All right, Paul. I think that's the one.
I think we did it.
So I guess to tag out, this has been the Scrubcast pod with Chris and also featuring
Paul. Chris, what's the email address that people can send us their opinions about all these terrible games we play?
Any recommendations, suggestions, comments, or questions can be directed directly to our professional email, which is scrubcastpod@gmail.com.
Beautiful.
You can also subscribe to our Patreon. Paul's going to tell you a little bit about that right now. All right, guys. So we want to thank you for tuning in to the podcast, and we will see you next week.
I'm broken now that I let the slime into my heart. I said yes, if you now will never be apart. I took it for granted, now I understand it, it is slime. Surrendering to slime, the force of life decline. Its touch is right, like a filthy kiss goodnight. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Slime is oozing out of every pore. In everything I do, I can see it more and more. Now I'm sad and